And welcome back to the 10-7 show with myself, Tara, Tyra, and Goose.
What's up, y'all? What's good?
We are less than a week away from the Christmas holiday.
Yes.
We are broadcasting our last 10-7 show of the year.
Woo!
This is it. Unless we just kind of just all of a sudden decide we're going to go, they're frozen. Unless all of a sudden we just decide that we're going to, have a show next week. This is it for the year, man. So, with that being said, I just want to ask y'all, how I always do, how y'all been?
We're good.
Tara, you getting emotional? That's the last show of the year.
Last show of the I can't believe how fast this year went by, guys. Like seriously, I feel like we were just celebrating New Year's, and didn't we go live last New Year's Eve?
Yeah,
we did go live during New Year's. Yeah, throwing a party at your house.
It was New Year's, like we just said. Then we had one vacation together, and then we went on lockdown. So
yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what it was. It feels like that vacation that we took was forever.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Forever.
Doesn't feel like New Year's was that long ago, but it feels like that vacation was just.
I know. I had totally forgot about it. Actually,
that was February, so that was what 10 months ago.
10 months ago. The last hurrah.
How you been?
when outside was open.
Yeah.
I've been
He's
good.
around people without masks and stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You been good?
I've been good.
That's
What
good.
about you?
I've been good, man.
It seems like you like behind me.
Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go.
I
Let me
just felt
straighten
like I
up
had
the
to
fly
go
right
like-
around here.
You know what?
So I am going to mention this. Last night, I don't know for whoever may follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Jay Watson Radio Man, by the way. Last night was a big night for me. Some people may not see that as a big deal, but last night was a big deal for me. There was a family reunion. Stop elbowing me. I know what I'm doing.
Whatever.
There was a family reunion. We had a virtual family reunion for the Watsons, and this was my first time seeing a majority of the people that was on the Zoom and meeting a lot of the people. So that was like amazing for me to see that and know like some of the things that my family has been a part of or have done or what I'm saying, what they're doing. You know what I mean? So that was cool. That was awesome, and I'm looking forward to the next one. That was cool. Tyra's with us too, and then I got a call this morning. And they was like, "Justin, you're everybody's new favorite cousin." Y'all was partying over there, talking about me and Ty, because they was playing some music. We was in here dancing. I was sweating my body off. Everything.
Yeah, we was jamming in
We
here.
was jamming in here, but that's how things been going, man. Just a nice way to end some things of the year. And it just is what it is. So with all that being said, I'm going to get to everybody's favorite part of the show. Y'all know what that is. Yes, it is the Would You Rather portion of the show. And Would You Rather is brought to you by, who's it brought to us by this week, Goose?
Would You Rather brought to you this week by Let's Not Argue.
Let's not argue.
Are we going to throw this back and forth to each other every week?
Radio.com at 9 p.m. weekly at 9 p.m. Definitely check it out. The live show also on our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Who has the who's going first with the Would You Rather this week?
I think Tyra has a couple of them.
I have a couple. I thought you were going first this time because I think I was.
All right, I'll go first. Well, all right. So I'm just going to read one because I think you have a couple more. All right. This is for Christmas. This is a Christmas one. Would you rather live in a giant gingerbread house or ride on the Polar Express?
What the hell is the Polar Express?
Are you kidding me right now? Are you joking?
You didn't see the movie Polar Express with Tom Hanks?
No, I ain't see that.
It takes you to the North Pole.
It's a train. I like riding trains.
Oh my God, you would love the Polar Express, Justin.
Yeah, I'm going with the Polar Express.
What's it, cold or something?
What's going to the North Pole?
And it's called Polar Express.
Tom Hanks is the conductor.
Yeah, and you're going to like Santa's work.
Okay, everybody knows about it but me. All right, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the answer.
Context clues. Polar.
Yeah, but nobody on the show knows that you didn't see that.
Oh.
Well, you didn't see it either?
No, I saw the.
She saw there was something else
Oh,
that all black people should see.
oh God.
What's that?
What is it? Because I probably didn't see it.
Eddie Murphy, Delirious.
Oh,
Was the world delirious?
But you know what though? In your defense,
I think it was
that
wrong.
came out in the 80s, and
He
it
has no,
wasn't
he
appropriate.
has no defense because I've seen it.
Well, sorry, I
Yeah.
tried.
Anyway, I'm gonna take the gingerbread house. I'm gonna be the oddball out the group.
You gonna eat it?
Gingerbread
I
house.
wouldn't eat it. I
Yeah,
can't.
I
would
would
eat it.
go
Corner
out of
of
my house every now and
a
then.
gingerbread house, then I'd be homeless.
Yeah, I didn't get exactly. That's why
But
I'm taking the
gingerbread
train.
houses always look so
you don't gotta worry about other people eating your house.
Yeah.
You go to the store, you come back, you like, who in the garage?
Hey, look. So do y'all remember this name? Aunt Barbara, right there.
Christmas, Aunt Barbara.
Happy holidays.
Absolutely. Thank you, Aunt Barbara. Oh, she
Oh.
put her old address up there. Nah, she don't live there now. Y'all go ahead and knock on that door. No, don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right,
so
go ahead, Tyra.
For me, it would definitely be the train. 'Cause
Okay.
Yeah.
I would eat the house and I'd be homeless.
Yeah, I totally want to get. I want to get on the Polar Express so bad. I wish it was real.
Yeah, the house just rodents and insects and
I
I'm good. Give me the Polar
I'd be
Express.
going upstairs. I'm like, something smells pretty good. I think I'm gonna take a piece of this banister with me. All of a
I'ma
sudden,
stay in the
I'm falling
house.
through the floor.
I mean, 'cause you could make a gingerbread house like out of a real house, but it's not really made of candy or something like that.
Have you ever made a gingerbread house?
No, but we
Me
could
either.
make one.
I've never wanted to, be honest with you.
That'd be a cool New Year's Eve project, family joint for y'all to do.
Well,
Yeah.
here's a question: after you make the gingerbread house, can you eat it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't know if it was like glue or something. I didn't know what you
No, it's
No.
ice.
No.
Icing.
Icing's the glue.
Yeah.
That house will never get made.
Wow. Oh
You
my
gonna eat the ice while y'all try to assemble it.
Yeah.
God.
It's icing, then you decorate it with candy, like gumdrops and
Oh, that house will
Yeah.
never make it.
People eat
Will
everything.
never make it.
Especially
Oh, you should totally do it then this year.
Y'all know how it is when y'all bring the candy to the house. I was trying to be polite by not eating all of it, but I kept reaching. Kept reaching.
gum candy, you can forget about it.
Forget
It's cool.
it.
All right.
Go ahead.
So I have two holiday would you rathers, and then I have a financial would you rathers, which is will segue us into our topic tonight. So would you rather, this is my holiday, would you rather have elf ears or Santa's white beard forever?
Santa's white beard.
Elf ears.
Santa's
I would
white
say
beard.
elf ears.
I can use my hair to cover them.
Yeah. I can't have no white beard.
I'll take the beard. 'cause
I
you
don't
can-
ever want a beard.
No.
I really have a beard.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need you to have a beard.
Yeah.
Why not? It would be cute. I would go.
No, it wouldn't.
You would know what it feels like when we kiss you guys.
Women like beards,
Yeah, true.
right?
I
Yeah.
Women
know.
like beards.
We don't like getting our teeth flossed by hair.
Right.
When does that happen?
What's the
Never.
next one?
Never mind. All right, so here's the next one. Would you rather, and this is going to be a funny one for us, would you rather only be able to speak in Christmas song lyrics or only be able to speak in Christmas movie quotes?
Christmas movie quotes.
I knew you was going to say that.
Why am I screaming out like I'm on a tribute show when I got to answer that? That was really psychotic of me. I'm sorry.
I know him.
Santa.
Okay?
See, I don't know a whole lot of good Christmas movie quotes, so I'm gonna go ahead with the song.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going with the song.
Yeah, I'm
Because
going
there's definitely more Christmas songs than movies, I would say.
Mhm.
because I'd be like, now get out of here, you filthy animal.
Totally going.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Totally
But like, I would have to find ways to make my song lyric fit to whatever you might have said.
Exactly.
Like if you like say something to me right now,
What's your name?
hang low the mistletoe.
No, you can't say your name. You say you're Dominic.
So hang on a missile.
Either way, I don't know what my name is.
That's a Christmas song.
It is a Christmas song, but how many people really know Dominic the Donkey? Do you know Dominic the Donkey?
Never heard of Dominic.
Did he ride on the Polar Express?
Oh my
No,
god.
it's a song. It's a Christmas song.
Shrek.
No,
No, not
That's
Shrek.
No, you can Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. When she asks you your name, there's so many things.
There's Dasher and Dancer,
Oh my God.
Donner and Blitzer,
All right, so now he thinks he's a temptation. Go ahead.
Cupid and Cupid, and
Donner.
Donner.
I said Donner. I went all out of order. I don't know.
Oh,
Donner and Dixon.
It's not
That's
Dixon.
not no
it's not
Dixon.
Dixon. No Dixon.
It's Vixen, right?
Oh, Vixen. Yeah, Vixen.
Yeah.
Dixon. Who the hell?
So you
Listen.
would sing Christmas songs. Goose, did you pick one?
He said songs.
I said songs.
Yeah.
Okay, and we both said movie quotes.
Totally movie quotes,
See,
absolutely.
Santa Claus. My name's Santa Claus.
Oh God.
Sorry, I'm stumped.
All right.
Yeah.
So to get further into our topic today, which is can you maintain a relationship with a spouse who is always broke?
But you know what's
But is
funny?
it a spouse or just
Yes,
someone
yes.
you're
Yeah.
Significant other.
Tyra told me to get together a would you rather,
Mhm.
and I guess nobody cares to hear mine.
I didn't know
I
you
want to
were.
hear it, bro.
You
Okay.
didn't say anything. You didn't speak up
I
pre-production.
felt like I was next in line. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I just want to say it now. I don't have one.
Because here's what happens. Tyra tells me to get one ready, and then
Mhm.
she don't mention it again, and then she'll like, "Did you get one ready?" And I'll be like,
All
"Oh,"
right.
you know what I mean. So I got one ready, but she didn't
Okay.
ask this time. So here we go.
Okay.
It's an easy one too. It's like a real life situation. It's not.
I feel like he
Would you rather let your partner select or buy what they want to get you for Christmas, or would you rather tell them exactly what you want and have them get that?
Can I have both?
So this is my answer. I want them to buy me what they want me to have,
Mhm.
but if they have listened to me over the year,
Mhm.
they will want me to have what I have been dropping clues about because they will want to see me happy.
Oh, you're not.
So
gonna be
what
happy
they
on
want
Christmas
and
morning.
what I want will become the same thing.
That's a deep answer.
He ain't gonna be happy on Christmas morning. I can't remember.
Deep answer.
Nope. I mean, he says so. We had so many conversations. I can't remember everything.
You don't have to remember everything. You can remember some things.
Refrigerator. You gotta put it on some
Listen.
posters.
You got listen. I've seen you see a commercial for a show you want to watch and put it in your calendar.
Yes, you have.
I
All
must
right.
do that.
All right.
Oh, I do because I can't remember anything,
See?
so I gotta lock it.
So
in.
that's all I'm going. That's all I'm saying.
You just want to have the same status as the TV shows.
Oh
I,
Lord.
I understand.
Why you start trouble? Why you being
That's
trouble?
what he do.
That's what I
That's what
do.
he do.
When Barack Obama say we make that shot, that's what I do.
All right, Justin, get from around here.
Yes.
What about you?
What?
Ain't so quick.
Your question. His
Oh,
question.
I'd rather see you put some thought into it. So I'd rather you get me what you think I want.
Good answer. Great answer.
Well,
Me-
Goose always gives me good gifts, so I can't really.
He like,
I still don't move, but you know, I trust that I will have something lovely all the time.
All right, what we talking about today?
All right, well, let me get to the last one.
Yes, to the last one rather, which will segue.
You cut her off to do yours.
He said we
did.
segueing into the topic, so I said,
All right.
wait a minute, let me get this in real quick. Okay,
All right,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
So-
My bad.
Our topic for today is: can you maintain a relationship with your significant other if they're always broke?
Well,
So
I would say significant other though, would you?
Well, you're maintain a relationship with the person you're dating,
Yeah.
married to, or whatever. If they're always broke, I mean always.
Right.
So here's my financial would you rather.
Okay.
Rather have your student loan debt wiped away.
Yes.
I'm not even
Sorry,
done.
sorry, my-
All right. Let's start there.
Free health care forever.
Free healthcare forever.
Free healthcare
Student loan
forever.
debt.
And you know what? I could be homeless. I could go
Exactly.
to the doctor.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with that.
If I'm homeless, that's going to the doctor. Probably the last thing I'm gonna be thinking about doing.
It's still the last thing you think about now. You know?
Yeah, it ain't gonna change when I.
And this one too. I'm like, for somebody that has such good insurance, I don't even understand it.
Listen, I be at the doctor all the time.
Girl, let me get a hangnail. I gotta go to the ER.
Yep.
Yeah, no. I'm always at the doctor.
Yep.
But anywho,
She's talking pre-COVID. She ain't been.
oh no, you know what? Yeah, he's right. Well, no, I've been to the doctor. I'm not going to a hospital. Like I thought I broke my hand a couple weeks ago. I was like, give me some Mercurico, something. I'm not going to nobody's ER.
I've been to the hospital visiting people.
Have you really? Oh well, yeah.
I was like, I've been in the hospital.
Yeah, I know you have. But I mean, like yours was like planned. I mean, like I thought I broke. Well, right. Okay, never mind.
See, the second one was planned.
Right. Like I thought I broke my.
I'm just glad the world is. Now I'm glad this is public knowledge. So if something happened to her head and she died, in case she don't want to go to the hospital, everybody know that was her.
I mean, like if I was like pale or something, I would say take. But I was like, oh, I jammed my hand. I thought it was broken, but it didn't swell. So at any rate, let's move on.
Let's move on. Sarah, you want to break down our topic for today?
So yeah, I read a couple articles and I didn't print them out like I usually do because I figured that takes too long. So I had a couple questions for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've all been married a long time, but whatever. Should money matter when choosing a mate? Do you think?
Wow.
I posed that to our audience. Let me see. I think hindsight being 2020 for me, yes, honey, money matters. Like you don't have to be Bill Gates, but you got to be financially stable some kind of way. I don't care if you got 7 part-time jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I need a little stability.
Yeah. I think some people, especially like when you're young, you see potential in someone.
Oh
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, but at this age, and then this is coming from where I am right now, almost 50. I don't think I would date anybody who wasn't financially stable.
Absolutely. I agree. I wish you had told me that a couple years ago.
Stable? Are it stable or broke? Like, are they broke?
Yeah. See, broke and stable is two different things.
Okay.
I didn't say financially stable.
I would not, at this age,
broke.
I would not date anybody who was broke. When I was in my 20s, I did date people who were broke because I was broke.
I think I could date somebody that's broke, but I don't know if I could date somebody that's broke-minded.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing, the mentality.
Maybe
that's what makes the difference.
Question is.
Right.
That's what makes the difference, the mentality.
Like they broke and they know they broke and they trying to.
And they're okay with it.
That's what I was about to say, that broke is subjective.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm broke. I got money in savings. I'm only broke because I want to transfer.
That is
so
true.
I'm broke until I get paid. I'm not spending. I'm not dipping into that.
Yeah.
So, but there's other people who don't have savings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If something comes up, they can't. They don't know what they're going to do until they get paid again.
Mm-hmm.
If they get paid again, some people aren't even working. You know what I'm saying? So like broke is different to some people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The definition.
So Tyra, have you, before you were married, did you ever date anybody who was quote unquote broke?
You know what? Now that we talked about like the state of mind, I dated somebody, they weren't broke, but they made extremely poor financial decisions, which led to them not having money when it needed to be that way. It's like they had the ability to get money. They had a job, you know what I mean? But when it comes down to what they did with their money, the choices were terrible. Ended up broke.
Right. So I think a lot of times when you think about dating somebody that's broke, it's always like the women not wanting to date, a poor man or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't really tend to think about men picking women who are struggling or whatever the case may be. But I found this article in Ebony. Did I share it with you guys?
I don't think you did, but you told me about it.
I don't think there was an Ebony article. But can I say something real quick?
You sure can. Absolutely. Please do.
So I was just thinking about like you can be broke, right? This being a relationship show, we talk about a lot of dating stuff. One thing that is extremely unattractive about a person can be like some people are broke and they're trying to work their way out. Some people can be broke and they're like, woe is me.
Right.
That can be an extremely unattractive what's the
quality
word? Quality. Thank you. Extremely unattractive quality if you're broke and you're like, woe is me, want people to feel sorry for you instead of trying to, get yourself back up or get yourself up or whatever the case may be. That can be unattractive. So, I could date a broke person. I couldn't date somebody that is broke mentally and wants to be felt sorry for.
Right. The victim, a victim. You can't.
Thank you. Thank you.
So in this article that I found, it was in Ebony, and the title was "Dear Broke Men, Don't Punish a Woman for Not Wanting to Date You."
Okay.
Do you know what I mean by that? Or do you know what they mean by that?
Right.
So it says, and I totally agree with this. It says, have you ever met someone, man or woman, romantic or platonic, real or fake, that makes you feel bad for having standards? I don't think you should lower your standards just because somebody calls you a gold digger because you don't want to date them. That's not necessarily true, right? So gold diggers do exist. We all know them. We all know somebody who only dates because somebody has money. But every woman does not desire to struggle with every woman who does not desire to struggle with a man does not fit into the category of gold digger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
So I totally get that. But the dudes that do that to every chick that turn them down, they just asses.
Yeah. And I also think like a lot of times, like this article was saying, like some men won't even approach a woman if they think that she would give that kind of response. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
because some dudes, they be like, yo, she's out of my league.
She's out of my league. But how do you know if you don't try?
Right.
There are some women who don't mind that, their dude doesn't necessarily have a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, because
there's other things that people bring to a relationship.
Okay.
So dig this. If you see something in a person that you totally adore and finances aren't an issue for you, it's people like that.
Right. Well, because the thing about it is just because you're not wealthy doesn't mean that you're broke.
No, but I'm saying it's people, for instance. I'm sure that if a dude is an artist, we all know the term starving artist. Most artists get their props, unfortunately, once they're gone. You dig what I'm saying? If he's dating someone, it's very likely that she could make more than him.
Yeah.
But he's pursuing a career in art, which can turn out quite lucrative down the road.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So it's a give and receive thing, push and pull. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, because look at once upon a time, like that one story that we heard about the woman, she was a nurse. The husband was trying to build a business. So she maintained the household. She maintained all the finances while he was trying to get this business off the ground. And now they're millionaires and she'll never have to, use her nursing degree ever again. So did you watch that video?
Yeah, I watched that.
So
if finances, I think, is like one of your main issues in your relationship, like if that's one of your main hangups, you personally, your relationships will probably end due to money.
Okay.
Like I feel that way. I think a lot about people like a broke. I hate saying the word bro. I'm not calling people broke, but like people that know. I made a Facebook post maybe a couple weeks ago about that when that new Xbox, PlayStation, whatever it was, came out, and people were going around buying it. And people go out and buy the Xbox, buy the PlayStation, but then they will be turn around. Look, I need a couple dollars to get my son, my daughter something for Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, why'd you get the Xbox?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that would be relationship. That would piss me off.
Me too. Or they'll be like, I need some help with the rent.
Those people exist. But those people also know who to go to when they do stuff like that.
Yeah, because you can't come knocking on my door. Hey, Leslie.
Hey.
What's up, lady?
Yeah, I think it's more so maybe a broke mindset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People who like you said, getting the PlayStation 5, but you ain't getting no gifts for your kids.
Right.
Or you take half of your rent money. I think it's those type of things when they say broke. Like you always got an excuse or you always screwing up the money. Like you knew the rent was due. I know it's Christmas, but they ain't cancel the rent because it's Christmas.
Yeah. So I guess you could look at when they say broke as not prioritizing progress.
Right. Or broke minded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Well, let me ask y'all this question. Do you think that by dating someone broke, that will keep you broke?
It can. It can definitely.
If you're talking about what you allow.
Yeah, right. I think it depends on. I think it depends on a lot of your mentality, right? If you go into, let's say you're not broke, and you start dating a broke person, and that person has that broke mentality, and that mentality starts to rub off on you, you're going to end up broke.
Yeah.
You will end up broke. But if if you're strong,
so pay attention is what we're getting.
Strong in your financial knowledge, you're strong in your financial dealings, then it's not going to happen. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
It shouldn't.
So can I read y'all this quote that I pulled out of this article? I don't know the person's name. I thought it was pretty deep. Is it okay if I read it to y'all?
Probably Justin Watson.
Shut up, Justin. So this woman says, my ex's financial situation had a huge impact on my finances when we were together. He was more than willing to spend the little money he did make during our dates and just everyday outings. But because he didn't make much, the bulk of our time together was on my dime. Even if we weren't on a date and did something as simple as hanging out at a park, it's not even like I was out here tricking on him, but costs added up because there was no one to really share those everyday financial burdens with. Simple things like traveling back and forth to see each other several times a week got really expensive. So, yeah.
So
I didn't say, but I mean, you definitely have to really be careful when you're dating somebody who doesn't really have a lot. Like, it's like you have a car and they don't. You're the one that's constantly driving and constantly going to pick people up. I mean, after a while, I could think I would probably do that twice, and then I'll be like, no, this isn't going to work for me. No. What are you going to say? I feel like you were going to say something.
No, so I'm just saying, like, I totally get it. But did she have a conversation with the boy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Because obviously she entered a relationship with this dude with it like this because she said my exes.
Mm-hmm.
Not some dude I dated for a minute. My exes.
A couple of them, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
My ex's financial,
my ex. This dude was her ex. You know what I'm saying? So they were in a relationship. So I would hope that she had a conversation with the dude instead of just getting fed up and bouncing. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, how long about that?
How long do you stay though? I mean, like how long do you support
that? But wait, let me say this too. My point of view is going to be jaded because I'm not going to let somebody just take care of me. I can't take advantage of somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way.
So,
an intruder.
Yeah, I
know. I'm like, my fingertips are blue. My nose is running. It's so cold in here. I was like, please come turn the heat
on. So let's think about this though, right? I'm going to direct this to Goose first, and then the ladies can chime in on this.
Okay.
You're a single man. You see a woman that you want to pursue, right? You don't know anything about it. Okay. You approach her, you get a number, whatever the case may be. Let's say first conversation, you find out she doesn't have a vehicle. Okay. How long before that becomes an issue for you? Like, what is
That's
it?
What I was saying.
Hey, how long we been together?
23 years.
Okay, yeah. So when I met her, she didn't have a car.
I didn't have a car or a driver's license.
Oh, okay.
You ain't had no driver's license?
Hell no. She didn't get her license in what, 2005?
No, Eli was 2, so it was 2007.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I didn't drive for a long time.
So it wasn't necessarily an issue for you.
Nah.
Okay.
That's good. I mean, because I only asked that because of what was said before about driving back and forth, about the article that Terry.
No, I wouldn't do it.
See, but, I mean, if you're interested in somebody and you want to see them, then you want to see them.
But Justin, here's the thing: like, if I'm with a dude, and I don't necessarily have to be in a romantic relationship with it. If I'm with you, Justin, I expect you to drive if we're going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just expect the man to drive.
Because she don't like to drive.
I hate to drive.
I get that, right? I get that part.
Yeah, but no, he's talking about all the years of me being the only driver.
Right, all the way up to now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if I were okay, so can I answer that part now? If it were me and I was 20 something again and dating, that probably wouldn't last long for me. One, because I don't like to drive, right? And two, I feel like you should make sure I get home safely at the end of the night. But you can't do that because I gotta take you home.
Right. All you can do is call me.
So okay, ladies, let me ask you this question this way. Does it, if you have to drive your man around everywhere, if you have to take him home at night and then go back to your house or whatever the case may be, does that become, is that unattractive? Does that become emasculating in a sense? Is the man emasculated in your eyes in that situation?
Yeah, to me, I think a little bit.
Like if he'll call me, like I want to make, or I'm gonna talk to you on the phone until you get home. I'm gonna talk to you till you get in the house. You know what I mean? But I mean, how long is that gonna last? Like,
I could think they'll probably, because then also I would get sick of it. I'd be like, yo, I don't feel like driving today, so I don't know when I'm gonna see you.
But see,
I got stuff to do.
We come from
a different generation.
A car culture. All families aren't car cultures.
Right.
Yeah.
Some families straight up public transportation, especially depending on where you live.
Mm-hmm.
If you got people live in New York City, most of the time,
right,
they on public transportation.
True.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's it's just not
right. You're right. I didn't consider that because I've only lived my life. So yeah. There are people who just are fine with PT. And whatever. Yeah. But in New York, you can ride a subway on there. I'll make sure you get home, and then I got to ride all the way back to the Bronx or wherever the hell.
So that does emasculate the man a little bit in your eyes if you have to be the one driving him around all the time and dropping him off and whatever the case.
Yeah, that would, for me personally, that wouldn't last long.
Is it if
his car was down and he was getting it fixed, then all right, cool. But if it was just, oh no, I don't know how to drive.
Yeah, like what?
Do you have a disability? Like, I mean, I just feel like men should know how to drive. Men should drive.
Is it a chivalry thing? It sounds like it's like almost like a chivalry, like men, maybe I shouldn't say chivalry, maybe a gender role thing.
Probably. It's probably
quite possibly.
Yeah.
Standard.
Oh, most definitely.
That's how it is. I'm fine with that one.
There's another double standard, ladies.
I'm fine with all the double standards.
I'm fine with
there's another double standard, ladies, that we have found. I'm just for the ladies that are in the audience, that we have found that when we talk about double standards with y'all, we found another double standard for us. So it kind of evens out in a sense. And y'all know what double standard I'm talking about when it comes.
Oh, that don't even out. That do not even out.
What let's say?
I'm driving and picking if I'm driving you and picking you up, you're not courting me. So on a regular basis, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Right. So the courting.
Yeah, I'm not going to need front. When I meet a dude that don't drive, like, what you mean you don't drive?
It's kind of weird, right?
Why don't you do that?
What you mean you don't drive?
Yeah,
right.
I mean, but on the flip side, if I meet a woman that don't drive, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost weird for me too. But
Why
but
is that weird?
I'll get to that in a second. The courting thing that Leslie just said. So so if the woman's picking up the guy, she's courting him. Like, is that? I guess if she's paying too, she's courting him too. I mean, how does that even work?
Yeah, so I guess it'd be depends on the dynamic of the relationship.
Mhm.
You did what I'm saying.
And how much you're willing to put up.
Because dig this. She could be picking him up, and he could still be the dom.
True.
That is true, and that happens a lot.
You dig what I'm saying? He could still be leading in that relationship, even though she's picking him up and dropping him off.
Facts. Very true. Very true. Could be a pimp.
That's the only way I think. Yep.
I'm thinking
I was
about
thinking
it.
the same
I was
thing.
thinking about it. It could
He
be
must be a pimp.
it don't have to be a pimp. I'm just saying.
Or
No, it don't have to be a pimp. Their relationship just work for them like that.
Right.
Then he must be abusing her son. He must be abusive, manipulative.
At the end of the day,
why can't she just enjoy dropping her dude off at work and picking him up?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
It happens every day.
Why not?
It happens every day.
Wait.
I mean, she could be, but that's
every day.
Wait, you're saying that the woman takes him to work,
Yeah.
and then she go to work,
Yeah.
and then she pick him up from work
Yeah.
because he is paralyzed. What is happening? Why he can't take her to work? How you gonna make sure I'm safe if you ain't? I'm doing all the dropping off. I don't understand.
That's not answering the question.
Yeah,
You say,
listen,
why?
see, this is what I'm saying about thinking outside the box.
Oh, you in the box again.
Maybe his job is on the way to her job. So
Okay.
instead of having two cars out and burning gas, she drops him off.
That could be if that were our topic. Yes, absolutely. But let's get back to the fact that we're talking about a broke dude or broke person.
So she go gets him from his mama basement.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm not. Nope.
Necessity. What did we say?
Well, we're a little delayed, so it could be I forgot. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because at the time, I know what she's referring to, but at the time that she was that came, I was watching the Eagles game. Sorry.
That's why I was
You said it scored.
Huh?
You said it scored?
Oh no, game
it's
over.
over. So we lost.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
You
Okay.
know
What's
what?
the time you said?
Tiny said, I almost read it without putting it up there. Let's see. Tiny said that's the only way I see it too, Justin. And somebody telling you look like a broke, come get me.
Right. And that's the other thing. Like, if you're always broke, so not only am I picking you up, I'm paying for even little incidentals at this point.
How you buying your soap? Who's buying your toothpaste?
Right. Like,
who bought you the
All right,
order?
well, let me stop y'all and ask y'all this.
Is you broke and stank?
Hold on, let me stop y'all and ask y'all this. Would you do these things for a guy that you saw potential in?
Tyra, let's talk about that potential thing.
So, like, let's go like to what Goose said. The starving artist. That you know he is a he's a good artist or good or whatever he does, and that you know that eventually it could come back to you. Could come back to you. Could come back to you.
So you know what? I think in that case, what's your plan?
Right.
How long are you giving yourself?
Right.
Are you going to be a starving artist for the next 30 years? Am I going to be carrying you, my provider, my protector, for the next 30 years? Do we have a plan? At some point, are you going to be like, yeah, well, you know what? I'm 50. Maybe my rap career is not going to take off. Maybe I should get a job.
Right.
At what point? Hold
on. Why gotta be a rapper though?
I don't know. I'm just
back a little bit because it's like a 50 the rap career thing, and you still with him. The rap game is a young man's game.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
This is my question.
We got to have a plan. Like, I'm not saying don't do what you want and what you desire. And if you think you can make this dream come true,
do it.
have it. But if you just sitting in your mama basement, like, all right, babe, yeah, can you drop me off at Pookie house on your way to work? And then I'll catch a cab home or whatever. Like, I'm going to work and you going to Pookie house? What's happening here? Like, that's not okay with me. If you're doing something, you're working towards an attainable goal, I'll ride with you. But if you just floundering, that's not okay with me. Maybe when I was 20,
I'll ride with you to a point, because you know what I mean? Like, even if you're a starving artist, like, especially if we got kids, like, you need something coming in. Even if you got a part-time
drive
gig,
Uber at night.
you know what I mean? Learn how to balance. You can still do what you do, but I mean,
But if y'all got kids, he could be like Mr. Mom.
that's what that was my next point. Or if he's like Mr. Mom,
I didn't know what else to say.
get up, clean them kids up. I mean, you deal with the kids all day while I'm at work. I don't have a problem with that.
I wouldn't have a problem with that either.
Okay. What did Leslie say?
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it for my now husband. We were dating, and his car was jacked. His car, he got carjacked, or
No.
Car probably went down or broke or something.
Yeah, he had a hoopty.
I picked him up and dropped him off, but we worked at the same place, and I knew it was temporary.
Exactly.
Right, okay, so you know it was temporary, right?
So what if you were still doing that now?
Yeah.
What if they work
But
at
I don't think I want to be involved with somebody who's pillar to post. That's not okay. Like, and then you gonna throw me in the mix. Now you got 2 mouths to feed and you ain't got no money. And then now you got 3 mouths to feed and you ain't got no money.
After having a baby, like, yeah, but something should click in your mind a little bit.
One would think, one would hope, but
Can I
every day.
An extreme example?
Okay.
Yes, please.
Let's say that you have somebody that's not a starving. Let's say they're a career guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they've been laid off. COVID happened. They got laid off. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They have all the education you need to have to be in the field that they're in, right? But they just cannot get a job. They just can't get hired. When does that come into a factor of I can't deal with this guy anymore?
No, I wouldn't even consider that, because they have so much background and skill. Eventually, something will come through.
Something to come through, or maybe they'll adjust and maybe.
Do you need a timeline for that?
I don't think I need a timeline, especially if
that person is making movement. You know what I mean? It's not like they just don't want to work.
I mean, the only thing that they can really make is getting a job interview and going to the interview.
But at least you're doing
something. But even if you have to pivot and do something else, like, all right, well, it's not going in the direction I wanted to go. Let me look over here and see if I have these little bit of skills. Let me see if I can change it into something else.
Right.
Like, people, I'm not saying people who, like, I shouldn't say that. That doesn't sound right. When you going to college and getting a degree, that's no easy feat. That takes a lot of planning and thought and energy and time. And you're just gonna sit in your mama's basement? No. People who have a career path and a goal and they know what they want out of life, they're gonna do something until they get what they need to survive and to maintain a household and a family.
Probably hard work to let your mom take care of you when you're grown too.
I would think so. I would think it is. I would really think, and kind of embarrassing, and like a grown man having to ask a chick for money or ask their mom for money. Like, I don't know.
I said bums on the street got potential. I never liked that word, potential without
any work.
That's it. You gotta do something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put this
caveat. That's true. That's physics, baby.
Somebody on Facebook, somebody coming from the Facebook group said, I think it could be easier for a man than a woman. Wait a minute. I think it could be easier for a man than a woman, as less men value financial security from a woman than vice versa.
That's
absolutely.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Absolutely.
True. Definitely true. I mean, because when Tara and I met, I was making like
10 cents an hour.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Not a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? I was driving a squatter. I wasn't even driving. Was I driving?
Were you? No, you weren't. When we met, you didn't have a car.
I didn't have a car.
No.
I was borrowing people's
cars. Look
cars.
at me. I dated a bum.
He ain't a bum because he ain't have a car.
No,
I was borrowing people's
cars. He ain't never been no bum.
No, he's never been a bum. You did not have a car when
I don't ever remember you not having a car, Goose.
And then you got that
Impala. My brother one of your cars?
He gave your brother the Impala.
No, that's the Monte Carlo.
The Monte Carlo.
That was my first car.
Yep, it was the Monte Carlo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I had a car when I met you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't.
I did.
What was it?
Because then you said when
wasn't.
the first night he used to pick you up and take you to work.
No, when we first met, you remember Shannon came to pick you up from Wordsworth, and I was so like obsessed with him.
It may have been Dan.
I was so obsessed with him. I was on the phone with Shannon. She was like, I gotta go get Goose from work. No, it wasn't Dan. You didn't have it. And I was like, I'm coming with you. And it was like 11 o'clock at night. I took the bus from my house to her house so I could ride with her to pick him up from work and take him home, just so I could see him for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Damn, Tyra would have never did that for me.
You lying?
You know why? Because I got it.
Yeah, okay.
I would have been like, I see you when I see you.
Probably though. Like, he ain't like, I don't mean I didn't have an affection towards you, but it's just
But she wasn't going to go the extra yard.
my
for
brain
your
be
boy.
here. I be focused, babe. I'm focused.
Tanya responded. Leslie said, "Yeah, Leslie, that's different. Everybody has to throw their car
In the
in
shop.
the shop every now and then." I had to curse over the thing in the shop now and then. Sometimes people cars go down. That's different than not having one at all or not working towards one.
Right. You just ain't doing nothing. Like,
Yeah.
And you said y'all working at the same job. So whether you guys were dating or not, you very well may have still given him a ride.
It would just be it would be a nice thing to do.
Exactly.
Right.
It would be a
Right.
nice thing to do. Take a little pressure off of that man's shoulders for a little
Yep.
bit.
Exactly.
Yep. So
There was another example I wanted to ask, but what I'm getting from the conversation really is that it's almost more, and somebody said it, I think, it's almost more of a woman's issue for a man to be broke than it is for a man's issue for a woman to be broke.
but that's been the way since the beginning of time, Justin.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because it's almost in a man's nature to want to be a man, I guess. I mean, like, I don't even know how another way to explain. Like, it's almost it's not even almost. It's in a man's nature to provide. I'm sorry, am I?
Yeah,
It is.
I know what I'm doing here.
you almost poked me in the eye.
I know what I'm doing. No, it's in a man's nature to provide, to be the provider. And I get the men that are in my life that I know, all the men that I know, friends and family, if they are not able to provide, it eats at their soul.
Right. Right.
Completely eats at their soul. But if a woman's not able to provide, how does that make up?
See, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying men don't do whatever, but women, it's easier to ask for help. You know what I mean? Like, I need help.
No, I mean, I'm speaking from like the mind of a single mom. Like, you know, in that case, some women will do whatever it takes to provide, especially if you're the only one providing for your child. Like,
you have no choice, right?
You have to be the provider.
Right, you have to be the
So
provider.
let me ask you this from your point of view. It's from a person that had to be the provider at one point, that you were the main provider.
Right.
If you see a man that cannot provide, how does that make you feel, knowing that you had to play that role once yourself?
I would have to take it on an individual basis to see why he can't provide and how he thinks. You know what I mean? Is it a matter of his thought process? You know what I mean? And that still may not, you know, or does he just bad down on his luck at the moment? I would have to look at your whole lifespan and how you thought and the decisions you made. Like, is this temporary, or you always got a problem?
Okay.
And if you've been with one man and you struggle, why would you want to then get into a relationship with somebody else and struggle with them as well?
People do it all the time.
That's definitely going to decrease the next man's chances. Put it that way.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. People do it
Even
all
if
the
that
time.
next man is working towards greatness, you might be like, I don't know if I can do it again. You know what I mean? Because you gave somebody else.
They get they get into a cycle, and I don't understand that.
Does there need to be healing?
People have a type. People have a type.
What do you say? Heal what?
Does there need to be a healing for let's say for women? Does there need to be a healing period if you're dealing with somebody that excuse me, cannot provide financially at all? Is there a healing period between that person and the next person? So then you're not projecting your whatever your feelings are for your last relationship into your new relationship? Or is it something that is easily too easy to get beyond.
It depends on how. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think that when you talk about finances and feelings, those are some of the strongest feelings out there. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if a woman feels as though a dude may have wronged her somehow financially or wasn't stepping up to the plate enough financially and is no longer with that dude, she's going to hold on to that for a long while. Mm-hmm. She's not going to forget it. So it's not going to matter really if she takes a break, you dig what I'm saying, or not, or gets in really quickly to another relationship. She's going to have the same feelings about that experience going forward. Mm-hmm. That's just what I think.
Tyra had an article that she came across. I'm sorry, Tanya, were you about to?
No, not yet.
God darn, it's
too many T's around. I know.
Oh my God, you're Tara. Tara, were you about to say something?
I was, but I lost my train of thought when you start talking. And I was going to let you go when you said Tanya. And then I was like,
wait, she's Tara. Yeah,
I'm Tara. Yeah,
but we have.
Did you imagine we were all in the same room together?
Yeah. So, I mean, thank you once again, for tuning in. But I wanted to round our topic out. I found an article for you, for everyone out there that chooses to go ahead and give a broke significant other a chance. Mm-hmm. It says 4 things to expect when you date a broke guy. The article was about a broke guy, but let's
be clear. It goes that way. We might.
All right. So the first thing is be certain. You can't go into this kind of relationship on half-baked convictions. Hell no. You need to be pretty sure that this is what you want and that you're prepared for whatever comes out of it. People, friends, and family will question your decision to do this. And if your stance isn't solid enough, you might waver. Mm-hmm. You also need to be reasonably sure of the kind of person you're about to date. Frankly, while it is admirable that you don't care about their financial status at the moment, you still need to be sure of their drive and desire to not be broke for too long, which is kind of what we were getting into with our show. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like, what's the person's attitude towards getting their finances right? It could be catastrophic to say you love someone who is broke and now sits on their behind without a plan and effort to break free from their present situation. This is what you think.
No good.
Yeah.
There will number 2. There will be inconveniences. There will be that, and there will also be sacrifices on the part of the person who got the money. Those things that your former spouse used to do because they could afford it. And you got to realize that the new person you're dating will not be able to afford, your former lifestyle. Okay?
And you want to live like that? Mm-hmm.
You want to live like that. Number 3, sex is always on point. Okay. It's not like
sex is always good with somebody who ain't got you.
It's not like there's empirical evidence or some to stack up the assertion, but word on the streets is sex is always good for somebody broke. They gotta have something. They gotta bring something to the table. You can't.
Yeah, guys like, well, you ain't got a dime in your pocket, but here you go.
Right.
All I want to say is that all I want to say is that for the brothers that's doing all right, they wasn't always doing all right.
Yes,
they was broke.
See that mentality is how in turn that a lot of women end up taking their man to work or taking their man somewhere because they ain't going to work.
Or they man dropping them off at work and riding around in their car all day.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So that was number 3. Number 4. Yes. And number 4, and this is last, it could end in disaster. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the fact that you stood by a person when they had nothing is not assurance that your love will be forever. It's cruel and sad, but that's how it is. You could run all of the supportive girlfriend schemes. You could be loyal, faithful, prayerful. You could even hand that person your ATM card, and that person will still do you dirty when it hits the bag. See, some people don't even wait to hammer before they start to misbehave. You'll be funding them, and they'll be using your own money to cheat on you. So I think a lot of women fall into that trap. Oh, but I did everything to him. I helped him when he was down, and this, and this. How could he do this to me?
Mary J. Blige, Wendy Williams, the list goes on.
For a person, male or female or whatever, whoever you're dating or married to, and it could all end in an absolute disaster. And you broke.
You'll be broke and drained.
You're gonna break up with him when he's not cheating because he broke, and you're not happy about driving him around, and you know. So more of the story sounds like to me, fellas, make sure you got some money in your pocket.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Gas in your car.
Somewhere to go.
And always get.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. Just be real.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Be real. Like, look, I ain't got it like that right now. But don't be lying and then riding around other chicks in my car all day. You know what I mean? Like, don't do stuff that'll get you broke up with or put out. Right. It's wintertime. Some of y'all ain't got no place to go. Your mama's done put you out, and then you're up on some chick so you can get a little hot.
The other thing about it is sometimes you gotta understand that some dudes are just comfortable where they are in life.
Yep. Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. So if a woman is messing with a dude like that, then if she realizes it, she should
reevaluate her choices.
Right. We on two separate paths right now.
Right. This is what it is. This is how I am.
That's when you get friend zoned.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, guys.
Well, I guess it's time to wrap this up. I do want to put the text line out there one more time before the end of the year, before the holidays and stuff. But first, what I'm going to do is say, make sure you follow New Twist Radio on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at New Twist Radio. You can check out all of our shows that are all of our original content, our original podcasts on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Spreaker, Spotify, Deezer, all that good stuff. Amazon, all that. And of course, our text line 215-486-0335. One of the main reasons you want to get on that is it automatically enters you into all the contests. You don't even have to do anything when you get into that contest. And we had this show about being broke. Perfect segue. Coming in 2021, New Twist Radio will have a financial education show coming, your financial vehicle. Definitely be on the lookout for that. Free education, giving it to you free. So, you know, that's just what I do. Any last words from y'all as we close out 2020?
Everybody has a good holiday, whatever you celebrate.
Holidays.
Check us. We might be live a couple times over the holidays.
We might. He's been drinking.
Yeah. Yep.
He's been drinking. Oh, y'all got the snow globe. Oh. No. My bad.
All right, guys. So
we get
All right, we're going out of here.
Say, we get another year's worth of content in 2021. Hopefully, we can come back together.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Because we're gonna get some sponsors in 21. Watch, we're gonna get some.
Well, I hope we can see each other's faces in 2021. I hope we can finally have our 10-7.
I miss the candy bowl.
Yeah, we definitely do want to have the whole get together that we was talking about. You know, the 10-7 get together. We want to thank everybody that's been riding with us since day one. There are people that have been riding with us for since the beginning of 10-7.
Day one,
back in 2018.
Yeah.
Okay. So
wow.
Did I say that right? 2019? 2019, my bad.
2019.
But it feels like y'all been with us since 2018. Yeah. All right, let's put it like that. With all that being said, it's time for us to get up out of here. We thank you for supporting us throughout the year, and we are looking forward to your continued support into 2021. Let's make next year better than this year. But remember, you ain't had no control over what happened this year. We'll talk to y'all next time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.